Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Thomas. Today we're back here with the Nostalgia Critic, and today, well, we're off for a classic on this one. It's Sleepaway Camp. So, there is a kill count I gotta go back to watch this, but basically there's a killer, think of it as an early slasher, with a crazy twist. And that's all I'm gonna say about it, just watch and learn, or just watch, huh? So be sure to like, subscribe for more, hope you enjoy. Here we go.
Come check us out at Grand Rapids Comic-Con in Michigan, November 15th to the 17th. And
see you there.
Check us out at Days of the Dead in Chicago, November 22nd to the 24th. Hope to see you there.
And Candyman.
You make the sun die. Drizzle it with you. Cover it with blood and a severed head or two. The Candyman. The Candyman.
Ooh. Whoops.
The Candyman can.
Hello. Okay.
Hello,
Heyo.
I'm the Nostalgia Critic guy, remember? So you don't have to. So I have a bit of a confession.
Okay.
I'm not a big slasher film guy.
Yeah, fair.
I like them fine, but they're not really something I'm passionate
Formulaic
about.
in a way.
Even the classics like Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween. I respect them and what they've done for the genre, but I think I was so used to the idea of what a slasher film was growing up that they usually gave me just what I was expecting.
You're like,
However, a slasher film that gives me something new I wasn't expecting, I love the hell out of. I'm talking about your Texas Chainsaw Massacres, your Candymans, your Terrifiers. Even the one you could argue starred them all, Black Christmas, is still incredibly unique. But one of my bonkers all-time favorites has to be this little masterpiece.
yep. Heads up.
Released just over 30 years ago in 1983, Sleepaway Camp looks like another generic Friday the 13th knockoff, and for all I know, maybe that's
Kinda
what
does.
it was intending.
I think more 40 now.
However, it takes on a life of its
What?
own. This is one of the most strangely
it's like
constructed, bizarrely
24, so
performed, yet entertainingly
nearly 40 at this-
passionate
over
slasher
40 at this
films
point.
I've ever seen. It's a movie I've heard people either love or hate, and it's very easy to understand both.
Oh.
If you're a fan of the slasher genre and all its tropes,
There
you'll
you
love it great. If you're not, you're probably not gonna get into it. But if you're a passing fan like me, you still love it. It's such a fun film to show friends, laugh at the weird moments, admire the creative kills, and still
Remember,
get wrapped
it's
up
the
in
80s.
genuine
Expect
sincerity
anything less?
or moral bankruptcy of the
That's it.
characters. The same way people on Halloween put on Freddy Krueger or Jason Voorhees and have a ball with all their tropes. This is the slasher movie I find myself slowly making a tradition of watching this time of year. It's
Don't do
nonstop
Child's Play.
entertainment, and we're gonna
That's a
analyze
TV
why.
series to check out.
So let's get in touch with our feminine and masculine sides. Let's
You'll
take a
understand
look
the
at
end.
Sleepaway
Sleepaway
Camp.
Camp.
It opens on a lake where a family is taking it easy on a boat while some teens are water skiing. And right off the bat, they make it clear what kind of performances you're gonna get from this flick.
Don't be such a stiff. I know how to drive these things. My old man's got one twice as big.
Yeah, and is your old man gonna give me a job when I get fired?
If you're saying, boy, I
Boing.
don't like how everyone's talking very Napoleon Dynamite-y, you are gonna hate this movie.
Pretty much.
The family tips over, though, with the speedboat heading their way.
Duck, duck, duck! Oh,
No, you look like a father and two kids about to die. I love the way this guy says the father's name. Oh, just graduate from the Shatner School of Shatnering.
Shatnering.
The father and one of the kids are killed. Yeah, that's what you get when you let the mannequin from Spider-Man drive.
Oops.
We cut to 8 years later, where the aunt, played by Desiree Gould,
Hey,
is
Desiree.
doing her best impression of a community college performance.
Hurry, sweeties. We don't want to be late for the boss.
Goodness, no. No, that wouldn't do at all.
Everyone in the audience is like, is that the killer? Because it'd be really weird if not.
Bro,
Angela, played by Felicia Rose,
Definitely
is
think
the only
so.
survivor of the boat accident
enough.
and is forced to live with her cousin Ricky, played by
Ricky.
Jonathan Tiersten, and Aunt Martha, which isn't easy when your aunt is this weird an aunt.
Here they are, all filled out and signed by yours truly. Wasn't that nice of me?
She's like a store mannequin who just came to life. I love how if you do a Google search of this character, all that pops up are images of her pondering or going,
Any chips?
Why, of course. I believe there's a whole bag
Why, I'm almost sure of it.
Half the people talk like that bellhop from Rookie of the Year.
We can't go to camp without our physicals.
Oh, no, I'm afraid that they wouldn't approve of that at all.
Even though they know that I am a doctor.
I could do an entire
You're the
episode
doctor?
just dedicated
Can
to
I get
how
into
she
the doctor?
says her line. She is a marvel. They're sent off to camp.
I'll be honest, if that was my doctor, I'd be like, I'm just gonna wait a second. Bye-bye. Especially just every time they say anything, I'm like, well, I won't do it all. Yeah, I'd be like, I'm gonna go get a second opinion, thank you very much. Oh, God. Sorry, it's just, looking at that, and just be like, yeah, you're not a good doctor, are you? Anyway.
Camp Arawak, where the 80s
Arawak?
shorts are getting even shorter for some of the co-workers.
Again, 80.
Water, don't it? They're too young to even understand what's on your mind.
There ain't no such
Is that
thing as
James
being
Earl
too
Jones?
young.
Close. The correct answer was, Jesus Christ, I'm calling the cops.
Please do.
Angela is shy, but Ricky tries to pick up where he left off with an old flame named Judy.
Ricky, I don't have time
We're like,
for nonsense
eh.
right now.
Well, excuse me.
Princess.
Bitch.
Oh.
Dude, I could have been saying that the whole time.
Nice.
When one of the counselors notices Angela isn't eating or talking, he takes her in the bag to see if he can find her something she likes. Now realizing the cook is finding something he likes.
I bet we can find something interesting in the walk-in.
Hello.
You never know what you can find in there.
You're a little old for my taste, but I'll make do. Surprisingly, this doesn't go well.
I got something you're gonna like real good.
This scene's
Product
disturbing
of the
enough that
time,
they
product
really
of
have
the
to get
time.
supplies from ironic groceries.
Yep.
What are you doing?
Ricky, though, ends up saving her just in time.
Thank you, Ricky. Bye, Ricky.
What up?
They still don't understand what's on your mind. Okay, even I'm weirded out you're not bothered by this.
Yeah, no kidding.
A hearty meal comeuppance is cooked up, though, as he's pushed into the boiling hot water.
More when it fell on him.
I love how he literally can't say who pushed him in because he's too busy screaming in pain. So was it a coworker? One of the kids? Counselor?
Shut
We'll
up.
just say it was a Canadian PSA.
Pretty
The
much.
camp named Mel, played by Mike Kellen, keeps what happened to the chef under wraps as the campers go about their day wondering how many counselors are wearing bibs as shirts. I mean, good lord, everybody looks like they're training for the Ken song in the Barbie movie.
I'm Ken enough.
Yeah, maybe the girls want to get.
Though one of them might have a slight advantage. Later on, one of the boys named Paul tries talking to Angela
Are
and
you
manages to
trying to
get through to
spoil
her.
it?
We locked down Weinstein out of the cabin with no clothes on. Boy, we get it for that one.
Honestly, despite her saying very little, Rose does get across a lot of emotion with just the tiniest of reactions. Even when actors are scenery chewing like crazy, she somehow still manages to be the most interesting.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
One of
Good
the
night,
boys
nurse.
takes the girls on a canoe and he tips it over because
Why not?
somehow in a boy's mind that equals getting laid.
What the
Uh-oh.
hell are you doing here?
Who the hell are
I
you?
bet the rest of the boys will be interested in seeing you.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, keep it vague. It could be anybody, even though it really could. We all have a pretty strong, yeah, we know who it is. That is the fun of the movie, though. Even if you figure out who the killer is, that's only one part of the reveal. And honestly, it's not even the biggest part. I know this.
I'd like to see Mel get his fat ass down here and pick up something.
Next morning, the kid is discovered, and I
Dead?
doubt I can show it, but let's just say it's rare I can say the people who did the gore effects and the snake training should really be proud.
I was just thinking.
Oh yeah, I think I actually seen the kill count before. Wasn't it like in the eye, out the eye? I don't remember. But I'm just saying, I think that's how he described, or at least would describe if he could. I don't know. But it's been a while since I've seen it, okay? I don't know exactly, but yeah. Kills here, brutal! I mean, I know that pot one don't count, but you get the idea. It may seem weird, but goddamn does it get brutal.
Remember that boy being a pretty damn good swimmer.
They, of course, see this as another unfortunate accident, but at least Angela is getting closer with Paul.
Ow!
The kiss was scored like a Victorian porno. Mrs. Pennyworth, my
Dear
sword!
Lord! Where's my pearls?
She doesn't react that well to the kiss, but the two of them still continue to get close despite Judy and her friends not approving.
Uh-oh. Here comes the Wicked Witch of the West. I think I'm gonna go back into the water.
And they say chivalry is dead. Uh-oh, here comes a threat. Bye!
Like, bye-bye.
Oh man, these kids can get angry about anything. As one of them asks Angela why she's not swimming.
God damn it! Answer me, Angela! Answer me! God damn it!
Hey!
Lord, people play Russian roulette with less stress than her.
No
My
kidding.
sister, my daughter, my sister, my daughter, my brother. What?
What?
Girl problems and boy problems. Girls trying to figure out their stress and insecurities without mentally scarring themselves. Boys, hey, let's see if we can throw water balloons on the roof. One of them throws a balloon at Angela, resulting in Ricky going full Cartman on them.
Bastards are gonna pay for this! I'll kick your freaking asses over this goddamn camp, you
It's kinda is.
The boy who threw the balloon, though, gets the Wicker Man treatment.
Hey, not the bees!
Get that thing out of here! Come on, get it out!
Oh no,
Get out of there.
bathroom
Oh,
stall
do it.
doors famously don't have openings at the bottom.
You could just slip out. Oh. Jesus, how big was that hive?
The B-movie jokes would be through the roof. The Wicker Man joke I made, that's totally okay.
Fair.
Hey folks, I'm gonna be playing Epic Mickey every Friday on Twitch. I've never played
What's
this
up
game
to
before,
Phoenix?
so
I'll
I'm
probably
really
hop
looking
that
forward
too.
to it. We also have
See
content
you there.
5 days a week. Hope to see you there. Also, everybody says they never get notified about our latest videos, so be sure to subscribe
True,
and hit
and
that
hit the
notification
notification
bell to
bell.
get all the latest updates.
Yeah. These
Now,
are.
finally has to acknowledge, maybe these aren't all accidents.
You think?
Finished. Wiped out.
Campers out of here.
How many are left?
I love he asked that less like how many kids weren't taken back home and more like how many kids are still alive.
Up and
No,
fake out.
Angela might get killed. Oh, it's Paul.
Yeah.
What a good fake out that was.
I thought you were the killer.
Don't tell me you believe all that baloney. Somebody was playing a joke and it got out of hand.
3
With the
times.
bees?
While they make out, Angela.
Also, yeah, with a bee and a body bag? Dude, if we already don't know who the killer is, by the way, it's her. Or him. You'll understand it a bit. Yeah. Basically, run. Like, no offense, but as soon as that second body was there, I'll be like, can I call my mom? I want to go home. Like, I mean, I ain't sticking around, thank you very much. Rather not get on the kid or kill the radar, thank you. Hey, if leaving works, let's leave. I mean, hey, it worked to Scream too. Black guy got to survive. Anyway.
Angela has a flashback to being younger and watching her father with the man we saw in the beginning. I have to admit, for kind of a point-and-shoot slasher, I really do like the unique
there's
way
a-
they show the flashbacks in this. The visual storytelling gets across a few ideas of what this scene could be about, especially when you learn more about her, but at the same time, there's still a little wiggle room for interpretation. Like Angela herself, a lot has gone across with very little talking.
No!
She ends up pushing Paul away, and the following day, while playing Capture the Flag, Angela sees him kissing Judy.
Angela!
Ooh!
Hey, where you going?
Oh boy.
Oh, she did.
Yep, she is dead,
Later,
man.
though, he tries to make things better.
Especially after he told me what a prude you are.
I gotta go.
Or he just leaves
Again,
Yeah, I
leaves.
know, Angela, you can do better.
What's the problem? My good
Fuck off.
friend, Angela here, doesn't feel like going in the water today.
I do like most of the time she's being mocked, it's filmed as a wide overhead shot like she's small and weak, but this time around it's a tight close-up. Like, this
Yeah.
affected her differently than before, and there will be pain. Again, getting across a lot without having to talk too much.
Uh-oh.
They pick her up and throw her in the water, but Ricky is once again there to help her.
You won't let them get away with this, that's for sure.
Okay, so as I was alluding to before, that is the one thing that doesn't work at all, the fake outs. Like, let's say you still don't know who
the
did it.
killer is.
I'm not against throwing in people it could be. Even Mel thinks Ricky might be the killer, but look at the back of this kid's head. We know it's not him. They're trying so hard to make it look like any of these kids acting crazy could be the obvious choice, but the most obvious choice is still
Yeah,
the
it's the
most
creepy
obvious
one.
choice. But hey, at least
Yeah, I
the
mean,
romance
that
is
eye, you can see it in the eyes.
Remember that dinner you promised me up at your place?
What?
Yeah.
Even Mel as a character is
Yeah.
like, really? The movie's giving this to me? Is there
Yeah,
anyone in this
apparently.
film that doesn't have parent issues?
Got me a date tonight.
Oh yeah? With who?
It's a secret.
And I'm pretty sure extremely illegal. Hell, that should be the tagline for this place.
British. Extremely illegal.
She of course gets killed, and later Paula tries to make up for how he acted before.
Don't they make a lovely couple?
Really hate that girl.
She makes me want to walk away from you again. In fact, that's not a bad idea. Bye.
Hey, goodbye.
Meet me at the waterfront after the social.
She's talking to us?
Yeah,
Supposed to
us?
talk back like Dora the Explorer?
Should I kill him with A, a knife, B, bees, or C, a knife covered in bees? There's no wrong answers, but there is a really right one.
See?
Frank? You in here?
I don't know how to say
Discovers
it.
the latest victim, just waiting for someone to walk by to fall in front of. And he reacts to it less like he's seeing a dead body,
Mamma mia.
more like someone stole his Johnny Walker Blue.
Gotta stop him.
Won't get away, Frank.
Oh yeah,
Never get away from me again.
That bomb.
Also, talking like an
Third of
Italian.
my paycheck, and I use that money for porn. Meanwhile,
Also, notice how he's kind of like talking Italian. Like, he had his hands out. Like this, too. Well, I mean, clothes, but also was this, too. But come on. It's Italian, crying out loud. Anyway, moving on.
Judy's curling her hair as the killer comes in and... Okay, are you even trying to hide it now?
Who is that?
Oh, that next shot's a little better, but too late!
Well,
Oh!
Whoever the killer is, Judy gets knocked out and killed with her hair curler.
Right at the bum.
Catches Ricky and tries beating him up like Donkey Kong. Gets him too, and Angela meets up with Paul, saying she wants to go swimming, so they should take their clothes off. This leads to one of the biggest surprise endings of any slasher movie, and it's revealed in an amazing way.
3, 2, oh.
They reveal Angela's the killer, but you already knew that. It's also revealed she killed Paul, but you could put that together. However,
Yep.
here's
Bye,
something
Papa.
I'm willing to bet nobody put together. We cut to a flashback where Aunt Martha reveals she made a few changes after that boat accident.
We already have a boy, so another one simply would not do. Angela, I know you're going to like that name, won't you, Peter?
I
Yep.
love watching people slowly put this together, and as soon as it hits them, we're instantly
dear God,
given
it's a
one of
boy.
the funniest but also scary as hell images to ever
Oh yeah,
be in
the
a horror
boys, too.
film.
Listen. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, the noise,
on top
too.
of
Doesn't
discovering
help.
She's a boy.
Rose gives a look that is so insane, it's hard not to laugh and be disturbed at the same time. And while this face is already perfectly unsettling, making a mask out of it to put on this dude playing her body double is literally the ingredients for nightmares. I adore the sound of people watching this either screaming or laughing or not even knowing how to react.
Okay.
Even looking back, all the pieces kind of fit. See, this is where the awkwardness of the film kinda helps it out. Like, in the beginning, after the accident, we see the back of the boy's head still alive. Because the film already had some errors and the tone was so
Yeah, we
schlocky,
think it would
I
be
just
risky.
assumed they made a mistake. And with Aunt Martha's performance being so bizarre and over the top, tell me you couldn't see her doing something like this. And sure, we've already seen movies where the quiet person kills off their bullies, but being forced to completely change who you are after your family is killed just adds to the motivation even more. And I think it emphasizes if you're not allowed to live your true identity like you're forced to be someone else, it's really gonna mess you up. Like, not necessarily make you a psychopath, but I don't know, having your family taken from you, forced to change your sex, bully all the time, and you're living with this crazy-ass aunt? That might. This film doesn't even need anything else, and neither do we. It just ends right there. With this actress most likely being asked to her dying day to recreate this face. But she seems to always do it graciously, and how cool is that? Literally, just a facial expression can bring people back to one of the greatest endings of any slasher film. Hell, any horror film. It's phenomenal. I love it. This movie's amazing.
True.
I completely get it not being everyone's thing. Some folks could get distracted by the odd performances and the typical slasher storyline that is until the end. But for me, it stays true to the tropes of a slasher film while adding a unique flair that is insanely its own. It is so entertaining, so fun, and I think just setting out to give whoever sees it a good time, which it certainly did for me. I don't think this movie was trying to do or say anything that groundbreaking, but just by being a one-of-a-kind bizarre fest, it's given us, in my opinion, one of the most unique slasher films ever made.
Amen.
I'm a nostalgia critic guy, remember? So you don't have to.
Thanks, man.
Wasn't that nice of me?
Sorry, just a little nice of me. Sorry, I had to do it again. I'm sorry. I'm done. I'm done with it. There you go, Sleepaway Camp. Let me know what you guys think, cause dang, yeah, the reveal was definitely built up greatly. Like, most of us would assume it was Ricky if we didn't know the twist already, but then again, I think most of us would assume the quiet one. I mean, just saying. But no one expected that. Then again, I think most of us would think, like, okay, yeah, maybe the guy's Ricky, and, well, you know. Anyway, let me know what you guys think of it. Agree, disagree. Adios.